Right. Okay. Hello, everybody. How's the lighting here? How's the lighting? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? That's a bit bright over there. I'm going to see if I can lower this light a little bit. How is that? How does that look? I think that looks all right. Got the American flag there. I'm so too lazy to search for my English flag and my British flag. Is there an echo? Let's check the echo. Hold on a second. It could be an echo. Thank you very much for the echo. Is there an echo? There shouldn't be an echo there. Is there an echo? Can you hear the echo? How is that? Can you hear the echo? Tell me if you can hear an echo. And we'll get this thing going right. Okay, here we go. Oh, what do we got here? No echo here, says Vatanai. Yes, an echo, says Kermit. All right, what do we press to make the echo go away? How about a... Good, so let's turn that back on. But there is an echo. Kermit says there's an echo. Let's see what else is going on. We can hear you loud and clear. It's muted. Why should it be muted? I don't know why it should be muted. No echo. Don't touch the controls, says Vatanai. Okay. Well, we spent an hour touching the controls earlier. We spent an hour doing that. And I don't know. There's no echo now. Okay. No, it back. It is back. Is the echo back? Maybe your ears have echo. No echo, says Alan Williams. No echo, says Adam Hudson. It's not muted. Okay, so we're not muted. We're pushing the red bar on the audio input thing up. I'm going to lower this just a little bit. Can you hear me? I'm going to get as close as I can. How about the lights? Are the lights good? How about that? How about that for the lights? How about that? How about the light? How about my color? How about my face color? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, loud and clear. You know what's happened? I'll tell you what's happened. Is that YouTube, the official censorship arm of the left. I don't know. It's not that YouTube is putting their thumb on people. It's the state. It's the state, from what I can tell. They arrested Katie. I couldn't tell. You have to do such research. There's so much misinformation out there. But the truth is, I think that the light and the sound is fine. The light and the sound. No echo, according to Steve Cuff. You light up our lives. Remember that song? You bring me joy. That was one of the hugest songs of all time. Just get on with it, Daddy Bannister. All's good, Lewis. Your hair is fabulous. Thank you very much for saying that. I didn't wash it. I took a shower. I wet it. You can smell me later. I'm here all by myself down here. I mean, I've got some help. The producer is not here, but the tech, well, I don't even know what I can call him. Kermit, my tech guy. The tech guy. The guy. He's the guy. Maltese film. Maybe some people need soft furnishings. There's no echo here. Okay, that's interesting. Why do some people hear echo and some people don't? The Jedster is here a bit early. You hear? We have Kermit with a wrench. So is Lewis more of a Statler or a Waldorf? What does that mean? Based on the hotels, the Statler Hilton or the Waldorf Astoria? I don't know. Yeah, he's got that. There's no, I mean, I wish they were the blue marks to show who's been contributing, but we haven't. We've got some good news. We've got a Ko-fi account. If you want to buy me a drink, it would be appreciated. I mean, really, I'm so financially screwed. I don't want to discuss it. I don't like asking for money because I need it so badly. You remember that it was revealed that Biden's administration had a direct dial to Twitter to squash discussion before Musk bought it. So maybe Stormer has a direct dial to YouTube. He has a direct dial to the police department. They're just arresting people. They arrested Katie Hopkins. That's horrible. I went to Islamic State barbers for a shave, and I survived. Yeah, well, they're taking over everything. They're taking over that business. Alan Williams, you don't need to read what tweets people have been arrested for. Yeah, you don't need to. That's what they say. They put a they got that super injunction thing. And also, Ian Hague says, like and subscribe. Do it now. Like and subscribe, so I don't have to ask for it. I don't have to ask for it late. We're up to 70 above 1,000. So we are doing. I don't know if we're doing really well. I don't know. This is one of those shows. It's going to be one of those shows. I need calm in the beginning of a show. I need to. We were a little bit worried because it wasn't on the screen here. The chat wasn't on the screen, and we thought it wasn't going to turn out, and it has turned out. Kermit says the Muppets. They are a bunch of Muppets. They are a bunch of Muppets. Couldn't dial a pizza unless it was delivered by a Ukrainian rent boy. Steve Cuff, I'm against that. I'm against it, really, because the point is, let people be gay if they want to be gay. Let them, whatever they want to do. Let them have a wrong sex wife, whatever they want to do. The problem is the big thing is we're losing our country. It's not even my country, it's your country. Katie Hopkins called herself that word, and they're arresting her for calling her. So she wasn't even directing it at anybody. So in a way, she's a victim, and she's an oppressor, or whatever you call those people. Thank you, Blackadder. Don't ask, how is your day? Don't ask me how my day is. We're going to talk about that in a second. My day hasn't really been a day. I've done absolutely nothing. I have not left that. I mean, I had breakfast outside for about 5 minutes. My suntan is going. I'm wearing a black shirt. Which is kind of like my. Katie is hot. What do you think, Lewis? I think she hot. She's hot enough for me. I think so, Daddy. I mean, I think she is all right. I mean, I'm more flexible than most people. 5 years ago, totally inflexible. Now I'm not flexible. She's hot. I would have to say she's hot. I call myself D-head all the time. Should I phone the police to get myself arrested, Steve Cuff? That's exactly true. Well, maybe it's peak stupidity that's happening in this country. And it's only good for the opponents of Keir Starmer. It's only good for us. The more stupid they become, to a degree. I mean, but that didn't work in Nazi Germany, if I could say that. It didn't work there because they just kept on going. We need to complain to the police that they have caused anxiety by their actions, so they have to arrest themselves, Maltese Phil says. That's a good part. Well, I mean, they're not even embarrassed. Like those two women who knocked on that woman's door. They're not even embarrassed. They should be. Have you seen the recent interview Dr. Sam Bailey did about eating lots of butter? I didn't see that, but is that woman? I actually saw the video. The video came across my desk. I didn't watch it because I like Sam Bailey. I don't want to see her interview anybody. And I don't want to see myself interview anybody. So you say, are we going to be interviewed? I don't want to see that. I just want to see Dr. Sam Bailey. Do I have a crush on Dr. Sam Bailey? Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe I have a crush on Dr. Sam Bailey, but but I'm at the age now. Just have a crush on. I'm not have a crush on everybody. I don't. I've got a crush on Joodles, on Claire, maybe on Phil, maybe on Daddy Bannister. Who knows? But not on everybody, but most people. I mean, if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. But I haven't seen that. Here we go. This is what we should. This is what we should be doing. Doc Adam Hudson, please explain who Dr. Sam Bailey is, and I will read it out. Please explain what they talked about, and I will read it out. Okay, the echo has separated, and we now have two source tracks. Well, what do we do about that? Joe says, hi, Lewis. What do we do about that, Kermit? What does that actually mean, separated? And we have two source tracks. Is there an echo? Tell me if there's an echo, and we can work on it. If there is an echo, and you do not tell me there's an echo, it messes with my head. I need total honesty. If you think I'm SHI, whatever, tell me. I have no echo. Is that a question mark, Joodles? What is the question mark doing this? Do you have an echo, yes or no? I don't hear an echo, Maltese Phil. Neither do I, Claire. Are you telling me the truth? Do not lie to me. It makes me so angry. I cannot hear an echo. I had 2 streams open from earlier, so that's your fault. That's your fault, Kermit. Is that right? So let's not. So got no echo. No echo. Okay, we're all doing really well. Do you see what a bad host I am? I'm not loving. I'm not loving. Okay, the Sam Bailey interview. Can we talk about Sam Bailey? Do you know who Sam Bailey is? Everyone should watch Sam Bailey. She basically says she doesn't believe in germ theory. I don't believe in germ theory. She doesn't believe in germs. She's great, Sam Bailey. She's beautiful. She comes from New Zealand. She used to be a doctor, so that should make somebody happy. She's a doctor, so we got to listen to her. But whatever. Okay, says Adam Hudson. In the Sam Bailey interview, the lady she interviewed explained how certain diets helped with children growing straight teeth, no braces, lots covered. It was interesting. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Eating the right diet. I just saw something said by, I just texted, maybe I'll find that thing in this thing here. In this thing here. Let's see if we can find it. Which is who is she talking to? Who is she? I forget her name. Oh my God, my memory is shot. But she said the same thing. She's a doctor. She was at Harvard. She was at the University of Massachusetts, I think. I forget what she was. She was a health thing. And she's talking about eating healthily and mental health. It's all about mental health. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to find the thing. It's mental health and diet. Let's see if it's up here. That's not it. That's not it. That's not her. That's not it. That's not it. It was something that was just on the air just recently. Here she is with Georgia Ede. Have you been following Georgia Ede? She's another one of those women that I have total, I was going to say total respect for. I was going to say total disrespect. Yeah, she's amazing. Dr. Georgia Ede, E-D-E, Dr. Georgia Ede, Dr. E-D-E. Let's see if we can put this in here. I'll put this down here. Dr. Georgia E-D-E. You check her. There you go. Who's eating grapes? Grapes are, I'm not saying they're toxic, but they're not meant to be eating. They were never that big. People never ate them. They made wine out of them. I need windows open with this PC and all these screens. I'm tired. Been very busy, Kermit. Yeah, you have been. You've been very, very busy. Oh my God, Greg's has a pub. Is that true? Did they open up a pub? That's a business that I heard was saved by a woman. Oh, there was a woman person who came in charge. Bartlett is good, Kermit says to Joodles. That's so if you Google Georgia Eads, let's see if we can do this. Georgia Eads and Steve Barrett. Yeah, there it is. There it is, right there. There it is, right there. Oh, it's an hour and 47 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, let's just see. I'm going to join him, and I'm going to, well, maybe not join. I think it costs money. But I'm expecting you guys to join me. But this woman, Dr. Georgia Ede, there you go. I'm just going to copy this, and then I'm going to put this over here. But she's great, and Steve, he's great too. This is the one, Georgia Ede. Georgia Ede. We got 31 people watching, and it's on a Wednesday. We're doing really great. Sam Bailey is the New Zealand doctor who does not believe in viruses. Well, who else is that? Who doesn't believe in viruses? That's Lewis Schaffer. She has been shut down by the authorities there. Me neither. Her husband is also a doctor and also doesn't believe, the two of them. outspoken during COVID and was targeted by the medical blob. Yes, yes. Sorry, Lewis, I feel bad eating grapes. Well, you can have a couple of them. The problem is they're very high in sugar. I think they're one of the most sugary foods, Claire. Like we do here, Kermit. Oh, I'm in desperate need of a massage. If anybody would like to oblige. Well, not me. I'm not going to give you a massage. I mean, I would. It's too much work for me. So don't expect me to do it. Don't expect me to do it. Don't expect me to do it. Look for Steve Bartlett. It's that guy. It's the black CEO, whatever he is. He's brilliant. Okay? So thank you, Adam Hudson, for alerting this to us. There are lots of people out there. I know you think that I'm the only insane person who doesn't believe in viruses. The only insane person, but I'm not the only insane person. I mean, a lot of this stuff I came up on my own, believing it on my own. But a lot of it, the information is floating around there, and you just say to yourself, they're lying. They are lying. They are lying. Love a peach too, says Claire. Yeah, I love a peach. I love a peach. Georgia Ede is amazing. Sam Bailey is amazing. It takes, you know what I mean? Why is Sam Bailey, Dr. Sam Bailey, so great? Well, because she's saying things. A lot of times, a lot of women do not like to go alone as much as, here, I'm going to get you yelling at me. Lucy's going to come in and start yelling at me. But whatever. But a lot of times, women don't want to be alone. They're more social people, and they want to go, okay, everybody believes this, so I'm going to believe it too. Men, I don't care. You don't like me, you don't like me. I'll be left alone. I'll be left alone. I don't want to be left alone. Please don't leave me alone. Please don't leave me alone, people. Anyway, so we got the people here. We got Judels and Steve Cuff and Alan Williams. We got the people. We got the people. We've got Claire C. and Kermit, of course, and Darklands. Exercise and outdoor good for mental health. A little bit of exercise and outdoors are good for mental health. That's true too, but not if you're sitting there on a high carb diet. Very bad. Causes brain Alzheimer's. I'm against it. Daddy Bannister is here. Adam is here. We're up to, how many people do we have already listening to this thing? We are up to, it says 33. So we're doing really well. Actually, I lied. It was 31, but I didn't want to, because up here it says 33. It says 33. Anyway, so butter is good. Butter is good. I mean, a lot of butter, butter is good. I mean, the alternative, quote unquote alternative, the toxic seed oil junk is not good. It is not good. It is not good. It is not good. No. Vatanai is here. Blackadder is here. So we got the people here. We've got the people here. We can see ourselves. I think this light is pretty good. Let me see. Let me see if I've got some kind of downward light on me. Maybe this would work. See, I'm trying to, is that too bright? Do you think that's too bright? I think that's a bit too bright. Let's see if it's a bit less than that. How about that? Is that too bright? What do you think, everyone? Is that too bright? Am I too bright? Am I too bright? Not bad for a sound check. I mean, we always start off slow, and then we build up. Lud is here. I brought a Hugh Hefner jacket and a bottle of Matey for this Saturday, Judels. Are you going on a date? Okay, I'd like to hear about that. I don't want to hear all the details. I might get a bit jealous or envious that people are having a good time. Okay. Claire, see, I can't bring myself to eat butter yet, Lewis, but I will try while I'm out there in Spain. Okay. Don't try. Just take a little bit of it. You just see it's good. Number one, it's good for you. We've been told for years those people have lied to us. The lying is unbelievable. The left lie. They're all working for the big companies. Okay? They're all working for the very biggest companies. So, Claire, you can eat butter. little bit of butter. I don't eat as much as I should. I'm not sure you should eat a lot of butter. If you eat meat, you don't really need it that much. Anyway, lessen your eyes if that's uncomfortable. Okay. How is that? Just leave it like that, maybe? Maybe that's better. Oh my God, matey? This is what Joodles is asking. You're so good to me. You're so good to me. This is Lud. Yeah, why not? Go for it. Go for it. Fall in love with each other. Don't worry about me. I know you're sitting there saying, I'm saving myself for Lewis Schaffer. You don't want to do that. Lewis Schaffer is not a lover. I'm not a lover. I mean, in theory I am, but I'm not a lover. Chatbox is looking better than I think. Can you read what's on the screen? Let's just say we did a TikTok size thing. Am I too wide for a TikTok thing here? I brought green and wanted blue. I'm going for a knob of butter. How much is a knob? In America, they sell them by quarter pounds. No. Yeah, quarter of a pound. Yeah, right. Which is a small, narrow type thing. Nerves of steel, heart of gold. Maltese Phil says knob of butter. Yeah, but I'm not. I try to be a lover. We'll see. We'll see if I try to be. It wasn't a good. In order to be a lover, you got to accept people. You got to look at them like they're candy. You can't change anybody. You've just got to go, you are amazing. Thank you very much. I read that book, a Homer McDonald book, about how to stop your divorce. Homer McDonald's a good chat box from me. I'm viewing it on the TV screen, so that certainly helps. Can you see it? Should we be using a different color typeface or something? I don't know. Steve Cuff's laughing at Maltese, which is good. Nerves of steel, heart of gold, a knob. But a knob is a beepy. All right, I forgot what that was. Thank you very much, Maltese Phil. Maltese Phil, how to stop your divorce? Don't get married. Yeah, but you want kids. You want to be in your children's life. You have to get married. Can I be first, please, when you are trying to be a lover, Lewis? Okay, well, yeah, maybe. Girls, pay attention to what Lewis Schaffer is up to over here. There's a lump of fruity in me, says Lud. I don't know what that means exactly. I'm admitting I don't know what that means. I should just pretend like I know exactly what you people are talking about. I don't know. I don't like this. I want to be bright. I don't want to be too bright. I want to be bright. You're absolutely first in the queue, Claire. How do you know, Joodles? How do you know who's first in Lewis Schaffer's? Pink to make the boys wink. Pink to make the boys. Kermit, can we try to be nice? We're losing all the women here. MC Scott, he's the medical cannabis guys. Hiya. Love your title page picture. Is that the one that Shanks did? The one that's on the thumbnail. It's quite. I think it's all right. I think it's pretty good. So is our Lud? Are you going out with Joodles? Joodles, are you going out with Lud? I'd like to hear about that. Okay. Yes, sir. It's a title page thing. Did you enjoy the title page? The title page. We're doing quite well. All right. So let's get on with our show. I wanted your thumbnail. Love it. Well, that's Shanks roast beef on Twitter. Everybody, let's get on the Twitter thing here. There's Lewis Schaffer. Can you see that? Can you see the Lewis Schaffer Twitter? Can we get on that? Are you all on that? Maltese Phil, Adam Hudson. Yeah. Great thumbnail again. Looks like it's perfect for a Lewis Schaffer late night show. Yeah, I'd like to do a late night show. Maybe it'd be better than a 5 a.m. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. There was some debate about what time we should do this show. Is this the right time? I'm not sure it is. I'm not sure it is. This show is going to pick up, I hope. I hope it pick up. Maybe it's doing well right now. I mean, the problem is it started where I was afraid, I was afraid that that it wasn't going to be in the chat wasn't going to be on the screen. Kermit, I was afraid of that. And I was also afraid that there was an echo. So if you do hear something wrong, never, never, never say, I'm not going to tell Lewis. But always say it in a way to say it's just affecting me. Because like in this situation, it was just affecting Kermit, the echo, but it wasn't affecting the rest of you guys. 7 p.m. might garner a few more family audiences of those who may have gotten home from work and eaten by then, says MC Scott Medical Cannabis. Yeah. Well, what do you think? Do you think we should start at 7? Problem is, 7 is now into nighttime, which means I can't go out at night. Not that I'm going out now. I basically become a hermit. I used to go out 4 nights, 5. I used to be 6, 7 nights a week. I used to do comedy. And now I'm not doing that. So what happens now is I do the show at 5 o'clock, and at 7 o'clock, I'm done. We're done. And then we could just go outside. We can go outside. You can come over to here. I can go into bed. Who knows? Especially as it gets dark. Joodles goes, Marianne. What about that, Joodles? What are you talking to me? Hello, everybody. Hello, Marianne. I mean, the time is the consideration. I also don't like people who are working. I don't want those losers coming onto my show reminding me that they're working. I like the idea that you're not working. I'm assuming you're all working, older people. We got very few young people. Yeah, I was confused as we had an echo before, but I've had 3 streams of you open today, so it was my mistake. I need 3 screens, ideally, to see me. Thank you very much, Kermit. Okay, it's not that. I'm not mad. I am mad. I'm mad. I mean, not. It's just that sometimes you think what's happening to you is happening to everybody, and it's not. It's not happening to everybody. Are you for the viewers? Hi Ho is asking. Steve Cuff is asking Kermit. Yeah. We don't know, but it just gets me upset. Does it get you guys upset? Tell me if it gets you upset. What gets you? Maybe we could talk about that today. What gets you upset? Because things get me so upset. They get me really, really, really upset. You know that program, Room 101, is that the program? It's everything that gets me upset. Remember that Rome wasn't built in a day. That's Milton Keynes you're thinking of. Yeah, it wasn't built in a day, but I've got help here. And the shows, I don't know if they're getting better and better. I'm not sure they're getting better and better, but they feel a little bit easier for me to do. That's not a very uplifting subject, to be fair, is what gets us upset. But we need to discuss what makes you happy. I mean, yuck, Steve, yuck. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, Adam Hudson comes in. I couldn't make yesterday's show, so unsure if it was discussed. But I wondered your opinion on Trump's UN takedown. Well, what surprised me is they laughed at Trump. Yeah, I mean, Trump was great. I don't think he likes the United Nations. I don't think he doesn't. He's like me, and he's like most Americans. We don't like the world, and that's the problem. And like British people too, you're so much better than Europe. That is what makes Britain great. You're so much better than Europe. Okay? And if you're better than Europe, you don't want to listen to what Europe has to say. You don't think, oh, this is the Germans telling us. We don't like the Germans. The British have done a better job than the Germans. Okay? So why should we listen to them? Why should we listen to anybody except ourselves first? Because we like the way things are done. And that's the way the Americans are. They want things the way things are done. Thank you, MC Scott, Mr. Medical Cannabis Guy. Love you, Lewis. Well, I love you for saying I love you, Lewis. I love you, and I love you. I love you for saying this to me. I do appreciate this so much. When we all get together, we're going to have a really good time. Are we going to drink? I think we should drink. Are we going to take DRU? Gee, I don't know if we are. This is the kind of stuff they'll be putting in care homes soon. What stuff? What stuff? Alan Williams. What stuff are they going to put in care homes? There's a piece of music makes me sad, but I don't really get upset. I get angry. Yeah, well, I mean, during some good times, I loved Leonard Cohen, and and just it was so bumming out, but it was like it made me feel amazing. But when things are really bad, you don't want to listen to Leonard Cohen. You don't want to listen to Leonard Cohen. Non-alcoholic beverage all the way for me, says MC Scott. Lovely. I mean, I don't know about that, about non-alcoholic. I don't even understand. What is a non-alcoholic? What does that mean? Stuff that tastes like alcohol but isn't really alcohol? Ugh, I don't like that. You might as well drink, I don't know what you drink, water. I don't even know what you should drink. I mean, I drink Coke, Diet Coke, but that's even bad for you, right? Isn't that bad for you? That's what a lot of us are like. We put up with a lot, bottle it up, and when we react, we're the bad ones. Yeah, maybe that's what we need to do. We need to fight. We need to fight the machine contemporaneously. I'm not saying we should fight. I'm not saying fight. Claire says she loves Leonard Cohen. I do too. I do too. I liked Into Anua too. I went to see them perform, and then Joodles was like surprised to hear about Into Anua. For me, simple zero alcohol across my lips. But I digress. No, a nice tasty beverage is all. Well, what makes something tasty? Sugar can make it tasty. It's such science. You can't even, it's not an art. It's how much sugar is in it. A cat is out of the bag, Joodles. Everyone now knows you don't exist, and I'm just having unhinged chats with myself to make the chat look busy. Yeah, I could be doing that. Kermit, it is my dedicated stalker, Steve. Is it bad to feel a bit honored? No, let's all get together, Steve. Let's get together. Zero alcohol beer like sex in a canoe. It's effing close. Oh, I see. That's the joke. That zero alcohol beer is like sex in a canoe. It's close to water, meaning it's not good. That's what Maltese Phil is saying. I get that. Lud says, I used to get upset at stuff. I really don't care that much anymore. Being upset at the world is like hitting yourself in the head with a hammer and expecting the world to feel it. Lud, that's a brilliant point. I'm trying not to get upset. Can you tell how upset I am? I'm constantly upset. And I've got more stuff to be upset about, basically. I think. I mean, we all have a lot of stuff. It's the taste of alcohol that ruins alcoholic beverages. Yeah, because it tastes bad. Alcohol is the body telling you, do not drink alcohol. We shouldn't be drinking alcohol. It's not hard to stalk myself. I always know where I am, says Kermit. Good joke there. Good joke. Steve Cuffs, speaking to Maltese, Phil, I thought it was like with your sister. It tastes the same, but it's just not right. That's also funny. Maltese, Steve Cuff says, non-alcoholic alcohol is like, I don't even know if I want to use that word, but it's like performing an act on your sister. It tastes the same, but it's just not quite right. Lud's turned into a Buddha. Maybe he always was a Buddha. And MC Scott goes, word? That means, I guess, truth or something. Had a strange couple of days, so I'm just observing, not voyeuristic. However, not okay. You can just anybody who's here doesn't need to say anything, but it is appreciated when you do. Hello, Claire. Marianne is here. Joe, she's saying hello. Hello, Joodles. Off to do errands, but I will be listening through my headphones. Shanks Mare into town. Shanks Mare into town. What does that mean exactly? Lud Joodles asked Lud, there's a saying, if you're upset, you've got two problems without whatever upset you and the fact you're upset. Very interesting, Joodles. Very interesting. Marianne, before she leaves the house, she goes, like and subscribe. Yes, like and subscribe. Go to Twitter, subscribe on Twitter. Go to Ko-fi, that's KOFI /LewisSchaffer.com. People listen to you on the tube. Neil Sean, History Debunked, David Starkey, Dan Wooten, The Lotus Eaters, the UK Column, Sonia Poulton, Neil McCoy Ward. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I hope they're listening to me. I don't know. Those are good guys. I mean, most of them. I don't want to say which ones I might be concerned about. I'll be in the UK soon. Typically, there's been a fire at the airport when you're coming in. Okay, what airport are you coming into? What is the airport down there? Isn't there an airport near Doncaster? Isn't there a Midlands airport or something like that? Is that Luton? Shanks Pony means you're walking, according to Joodles. The thing is, Joodles, says Lud, when you bathe in bubbles, often as we do in the world, doesn't seem so bad. Yeah, when you're bathing in bubbles, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. You tell yourself everything's going to be fine. And 6 million people get killed by the bad people. And 6 people going to be killed. Let's see what Vatanai says. Oh, you're recommending that to other people. Yeah, so go with it. There's stuff to listen to on the tube. I did that. I listened to that. I mean, that's one of the problems. No one's talking to each other, I guess. Do you need picking up from the East Midlands, Phil? I think Joodles has a car. Blackadder, I see well across the channel to Dover, and I could personally help you make it safely to the UK. Maltese, Phil. Yeah, that's nice of you. Everybody is being so nice. All these recent airports incidents, I'm suspicious of it. Fires, hacking, computer systems down, etc. Surely it is to put people off traveling. Could be. There's always a motive for these things. It could be. Like, did you hear what happened in America? They attacked the ICE station, the left, some leftist guy. Although, of course, they'll say it's not a leftist. They'll say it's a person who's about to be deported. We're shooting other deportees, possibly. You're coming into Stansted. That's really good, Phil. That's really, really good. Coming into Stansted. Maybe Joodles could go to Discord. Go to Discord and offer to pick up Maltese Phil. Offer to pick him up. I'm going onto the site here, Discord, and then I'm gonna post the link again, which I do all the time, and then I get yelled at because I didn't set it for like a forever link. We got to press that, and then we have to press another button, and then another button. Is it loud enough, everybody? Is it loud enough? Oh my. Rubens, can we be nice? Can we be nice? Invite people. I think this is it. Are you ready? Hold on. That's the Discord. Go sign up to Discord. I think we've got 60, 70 people on Discord. That's really great. We're up to 36 people today, and it's a Wednesday. That's amazing. That is amazing. And people are meeting each other. He's got his train booked. Okay, well, maybe you can call each other later. Okay, Jaguar. Land Rover has been shut down for 2 weeks because of hackers. Imagine if all lives were run by digital ID, money and all. One good hacker could bring everything to a standstill, Vatanai says. That's really scary. It's really, but what can you do? What can you do? Especially, one thing if you're living in the countryside, but most people are living in the city. I'm living here in Nunhead, in the middle of the city. Claire likes Stansted. It's a nice little airport, Stansted, but how do you get to Stansted, Claire? That's so far away from the South Coast. That hacking attack on Heathrow was some 40-year-old bloke from the UK. Yeah, it's really, really bad. Isn't it bad? It is bad. But thank you, Joodles. You are really sweet. Joodles is quite sweet. Jaguar Land Rover. Why have they been cut down? Maybe because they did that horrible pink. They're moving to electric cars. Electric cars. Do you trust electric? Do you trust Jaguar to build an electric car? I don't know if we do. Do you? Do you trust it? Not to mention, empty our bank accounts, Vatanai, says Lud. Yes. And I got $7 in there. Yeah, they want your money. They want total control. What do you think the COVID thing was? You're sitting there going, COVID was a real thing. It wasn't a real thing. What do you think climate change is? It's control. It's not a real thing. What do you think letting in 1 billion people into the country is? To make you panic and make you afraid. They've used that other argument so many times. Enough for another bottle of matey. I guess that's Matus. Is that what you mean by that? I get that reference now. Matus. It was very big in this country. It was big in America too, at the exact same time. I fear you might be correct. I don't see how to resist. How do you resist? How do you resist to the ID? I'm old school and use cash more than cards. I went to a couple of shops and they don't take cash. I was in the pizza place. I was going to buy a slice of pizza. Already the most expensive thing I've ever bought. A slice of pizza. But I didn't have my card. At least I thought I didn't have my card. And so I didn't have my card. So instead of saying, okay, we'll take cash. No, they said, no, you can't pay. So I walked out. They did me a favor. Matey is a bubble bath thing for kids from the 1980s. Okay, so I thought it was Matus. You know what Matus is. Isn't that some Spanishy type drink? But thank you, Joodles, for that. This is the kind of thing that I need. I need information on this. I have spare sponges, Lud. Keep that 99p for something else. I miss the dirty part of the show. Stansted sounds like it needs renaming to stand still. That's a joke, Ian Higgs, and a good joke. Even 60s, showing my age, laugh out loud, Joodles. So what happened? Was that matey that came in the 1960s? It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy. Bubble baths are not healthy. Wallowing in chemicals, and that's what a bubble bath is. It's not healthy. Cleanliness is not healthy. As you know, Lewis Schaffer has stopped using soap. But, I haven't, not completely. Okay, let's see what's going on. Hold on a second. I get sent a message. Oh, there's what it looks like. Oh, it looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like one of those big, if it was it could be like one of those bubbles that you knock it over and it comes back up. The plastic thing. It's a bubble bath. Matey. Okay. We're talking about bubble baths. Well, I hope everyone who wants a bubble bath can get a bubble bath. Okay. Did you see that bloke getting arrested for trying to pay with a 20-pound coin? No. Did he try to fake a 20-pound coin? Clean kids, clean bath, clean fun. Thumbs up. Ian, I disagree with that. Who else disagrees with me? It's first of all, you don't need to give them a bath more than once a week or once a month or whatever it is. Just got to change their clothes, and even then, if you express resistance to the current regime, you will be spotted by the surveillance systems. Fontenay's music says, yes, exactly. Epsom salts is not soap. Epsom salts is a magnesium, isn't it? Magnesium, which I take a pill of magnesium every single day. You're right, Jules. I could put the money towards a bottle of Brut. That's another old school thing. That's what I used to wear when I was at the uni. It wasn't a uni. It was more like a college. It wasn't even a college. It was a proper 20-pound coin. So it was a real coin. Is that true, Alan Williams? Who says that? Who says that? I mean, Steve. Anyway, I didn't know there was a 20-pound coin. We're not very sophisticated audience, Lewis. It's mateys, not Matus. Thank you for that information. I tend to think of you as very, very sophisticated. But I mean, if you were sophisticated, you'd be left-wing Democrats who want to hold on to your stuff and think you're better than everybody else. But so that's the answer to that question. I used to have a 5-pound coin, which the bank accepted when I got bored of having it. Was it only worth £5? Was it worth anything more than £5, Ian Higgs? Was it? Denim was another brand of what? What was it another brand of? Medical Cannabis Guy says, cool, CHR, and I use them in our foot spa. CHR, the woman I care for. Okay. Your civil partner. What does CHR stand for in the actual terminology of the word? CHR. A 5-pound coin is worth £5. Yeah. A 20-pound coin is legal tender. He used it to buy petrol, gas, and the till girl didn't believe him. And legal tender could be used to settle a debt. Drawing fuel created a debt. Well, I don't think they deserve to have the police called. Did the police come and arrest them? I mean, people are, what do they call that? They're on tenterhooks. They're so, concerned about everything. I just made that up for her, as she is between two spellings of her name, each starting with a CH or an R. CH and R. CH and R. Some coins, according to Maltese Phil, are worth a lot more than £5. Yes. Yeah, they could be worth a lot, like a gold sovereign or whatever it is. So CHR or CA or CHR small or say the Lee words legal tender to anyone from Northern Ireland. Is it Northern Ireland? It looks like Nam. In my computer screen, it looks like Nam, like as in Nam. And watch that face canter. What does that mean? They don't believe that British currency is legal tender. They want Irish money, which doesn't exist anymore. All the boys fancied high karate. Oh, high karate! You remember that? That was a good job where the women were jumping on top of the guy. I'd like to see what that means. Here's a picture of the matey. Can you see that? That's the matey jar. Let's look up high karate and see the history of that. That's the mood that I'm in. Let's see what it says. High karate, it says. Budget aftershave and cologne that was sold in the United States and the United Kingdom. Both countries sold together from the 60s to the 80s. It was reintroduced in the UK under official license in 2014. And then it was reintroduced in 2020. So they took it away, they brought it back, and then they brought it back again. It shows a woman being quite extravagant. It was designed by Pfizer. So how good could it be? It was designed by Pfizer. Let's see what else it said. It was priced higher than Old Spice. I liked the way Old Spice smelled. Aqua Velva, I didn't like that. And Menon's Skin Bracer, but lower than JD's and English Leather. These were like cheap brands of fragrances back then. Other fragrances were soon introduced, named Oriental Lime. Okay. And Oriental Spice. Am I allowed to say that word, Oriental? Let's see what the marketing says. Okay. Norn iron is how we actually say Northern Ireland, Lewis. It's the accent, Norn iron. Norn iron. So there's no L in iron. And we have about 5 different types of notes that anyone in England is always suspicious of. Yeah, because the banks, the same thing with Scotland. They let the banks print the notes. That's not safe. Scottish and Northern Irish notes are a pain for English shop workers. They don't get trained in them and in what they're meant to look like, and there is more than one design. Unlike England, which only has one design. Exactly, and the Scottish people are always so precious about it. I hope the Northern Irish people, Northern Iron, Northern Iron, Northern Iron, Northern Iron. Okay. Here in Wales, they don't like taking Scottish notes. Yeah, but how are they going to get it over to Scotland? There's a big ocean or whatever it is, the bay, whatever the thing is there, the body of water between Northern Ireland. It's far away. It says Darklands. Good to see you, Darklands. They are very pretty, though. Money could be pretty. Money always is pretty because you think to yourself, oh, this is worth something. They take euros in some parts of Pembrokeshire because of so much ferry traffic. I could believe that. Let's see what Joe was saying. The actress was Valerie Leon and a carry-on girl. What was that all about? MC Scott comes in and says, not such a bad thing, as it brings attention to the notes. In fact, I argue, this is MC Scott, he's arguing, even though he's high as a kite, not such a bad thing, as it brings attention to the notes. So in fact, I argue there are good things for shopkeepers, regardless of so-called inconvenience. Boy. Okay. The high karate. Oh, those are the girls in the high karate ad. High karate. I remember that. It was like basically showing aggressive women. And now, if you put an ad on like that, you would be considered to be, I don't know, could you run an ad like the high karate ad today, which showed women jumping on top of men in the same way that the women here jump on top of Lewis Schaffer. I had to fit the shops with UV scanners as Scottish 100-pound notes were always being brought in, and shop workers were nervous about using them. Yeah, I guess it's because of the paper, really. Yeah, MC. I remember filling the car up in Leeds about 20 years ago when we had a full-on fight that my money was in fact legal tender. Well, you should have asked first. That way you wouldn't have had to fight, Joodles. The Trotters didn't have a clue, though, Vatanai, says Steve Cuff. If you buy groceries and offer a higher value coin, it can be refused because you do not have possession of the goods. No doubt. No debt. When you take fuel, it is in your possession and it creates a debt. Oh, I could see that. I could see how there could be a problem. I'm going to go to the loo. I'll be back in a second. Talk amongst yourselves, everyone. Okay. All right. What are we discussing? What are you discussing here? There we go. Thank you, Joodles, for that image. Half pennies on candies. Yeah. That stuff's good. That stuff's good. Okay, I should keep on talking, right? Just in case someone is listening to this on live stream. I'm a bit tired today. Today is not the best day for Lewis Schaffer. I mean, every show is going to be different. And, they've got good days and bad days. Consistency is the hobgoblin of small minds. Who said that? Let's see who said that. Inconsistency or consistency is the and what is a hobgoblin? Who knows what a hobgoblin is? Consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds. I'm looking this up. Ralph Waldo Emerson. There you go. Consistency. Have you heard of that? Is that a big saying? Ralph Waldo Emerson. He meant that the rigid adherence to a consistent ideology or a way of thinking can stifle creativity, independent thought, and personal growth, particularly for those in positions of power and influence. The phrase criticizes the superficiality of those who crave predictability and the lack of a courage to adapt or follow their own instincts. Okay, what does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah. Okay. As usual, my friend contacts me during this time, the golden time when I am with you. I am with you people. Tired or not tired, I'm with you people. That's Ralph Waldo Emerson. Um, he sent me a test done by the I don't know, the American something or other, to see whether I'm going to suffer. I'm going to have a heart attack based on the information. Risk. It's about CVD. 9 point. Is that a percent? I'm on the stream every day between 5 and 7. And he replies, fancy. That's what he is, like fancy. Treacle is classed as a loving word for a woman in Cockney rhyming slang, apparently. It comes from a treacle tart. Yeah, treacle. Treacle is like a sugary candy, is like a sugar thing. What exactly is treacle? I'm going to look that up too. I'm going to look that up. What exactly is treacle? I'm going to be looking up everything today. Today is one of those shows. What is treacle? It's a dark, thick, and bitter syrup that is a byproduct of sugar refining, known as blackstrap molasses in the United States. It is a staple of British baking, used to flavor desserts like sticky coffee pudding and gingerbread, and to impart a rich, deep caramel taste and color in various foods. It's made during the sugar refining process. So, but it is not pure sugar, and pure sugar I think is better. A thick syrup, a treacle means, what is blackstrap molasses? Did you know about this? Have you ever heard of blackstrap molasses? We're going to see what this is. Blackstrap molasses. It's crude. It's just, yeah, it's treacle. It's treacle. And it's, yeah, I guess people put it on different stuff. Who uses treacle? I don't know who uses that, but I'm glad that I asked. It's a very strong, kind of like burnt toffee. Mark J is here. Syrup to me. Horrible stuff. Yeah, maybe it's similar to what is that thing? To the black stuff you put on toast. What is that called? No. I know they don't call it treacle in the United States. They don't call it treacle there. They call it molasses. Molasses. Agreed. We make treacle toffee for bonfire night. Pulls your teeth out. Marmite, exactly right. It's like Marmite. It's not like Marmite, but Marmite was a waste product that they figured out how to sell. You know, if you're hungry, you'd have Marmite. It's basically salty stuff. My mom used to make treacle toffees. You loved it. You loved it. Treacle is not Marmite, Darklands. I don't think you're saying it is, but it's not. It's not. Mark J says it's like dark, soft toffee. There you go. Yeah, it is. It's like dark, soft toffee. So what happened today? Did he show up at what was it called? Did he show up at question time, Keir Starmer? The brittle treacle toffee is better. No pulling teeth out. I mean, anything could be like a candy. Nutella can be like a candy too. And what is Nutella? Anything can be made into anything that's sweet can be made into a candy. I'm not a big treacle fan. I'm not a chicken fan. But what happened today at question time? I need a new pen. Suddenly I've got no pen. Suddenly I've got no pen. Let's see what this is. Maybe this, I'll try this pen. This is not right. This is Kier at question time. At question time. Did he show up? Did he answer the questions? Is he on the way out? There was no PMQS. I didn't know until the boys told me on Discord. Why was there no Prime Minister question time? Does he have to show up for it? Maybe he doesn't have to show it. Sorry, I can't help giving details explanations. I have ADHD, Vatanai, and can't stand the idea that people think that I'm an idiot. I only had ADHD since I discovered adults can pretend to have it too. Good joke. But also, Vatanai, are you not a bit heavy too? Maybe if you lost the weight, you should follow George Eads. Mental health and high carb diets. Mental health and high carb diets. Never hear Kier. Never hear Kier. You put that in quotation marks, Alex. We'll do anything but attend a PMQ. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Does he have to? I don't think he has to. I don't think... You have no constitution, so he doesn't have to. It wasn't soft. My mom would make a tray and use a toffee hammer to break it up. Yeah, that's a good way to eat. That way you don't know how much you're eating. And you just keep on eating and eating and eating. You get fat and you die of diabetes. That's right, Alan Williams. Thank you for that good point. Lud says some people use cottage cheese as a dessert. They put it in with peaches and honey and maple syrup. Saw it on YouTube the other day. I did that a lot when I was a kid. We used to eat cottage cheese. You used to be able to get it with pineapple. I think in this country you can get it with pineapple. Or I used to put jam in it. Well, we didn't have jam, but we had jelly or jam, preserves. We used to call it preserves. Yeah, that stuff is really good stuff. But it can be very sweet. So, Lewis, have you met Tatiana Sanchez in the GB News studio? I don't think I've ever met her, but we looked at each other quite often, lovingly. Well, I looked at her lovingly. Yeah, why? She's still there. She's great. We live amongst them, Lud. Who do we live amongst? Me. I'm the person who cottage cheese dessert. Or, you know what my mother used to do? She used to put cinnamon and sugar on cottage cheese. Whoever did that? Kermit comes up with the answer. Recess. Common starts the 17th of December. And it ends the 12th of October. What does that mean? Are we in recess right now? Till the 12th of October. I assume that's what it means. Definitely with pineapple, says Mark J. Yeah, that's really good. Amazing. Unbelievable. I've only been back 5 minutes, and we're talking about food. Peaches with soft cheeses. Peaches. Walking on the beaches, looking at the peaches. Remember that song for those people? They were literally in for 12 days. But then they have a summer off, another recess. Since we're all approaching the end of civilization, I'm going down eating meat, butter, cheese, and some low-carb vegetable. Why eat the low-carb veg? It's not necessary. Mushrooms and herbs. Herbs are not good for you, and spices are not good for you. Whether you like it or not, I don't like it. I'm not going to eat that. But I do believe in eating meats and butter and cheeses. I do believe that. Cheese used to be... I saw a program on YouTube about how cheap cheese used to be back in the day, which is one of the reasons why pizza exploded, because it was a cheap way of getting your calories and your protein in. I've been pondering about the flat and listening. Every day's a school day. I'm learning a lot about this. I'm learning about you people and all the horrible little places you come from and all the things you did when you were a kid. Or, today we learned about high karate. I knew about high karate. I think they released things in America and in Britain at the same time. At that time, maybe it was because of the Beatles. It was the Beatles thing, the British thing. Yeah, please sing more, Lewis. I don't believe you believe that, Choodles. Honestly, I'm starting to think eating the foods you love is better than forcing yourself to eat the foods you don't. Is that me personally? Being happy is good for your health. You want to know something? No, it's not. No, it's not. Because you can't be happy when you've got gout and you can't get out of bed. You can't be happy when you can't move your shoulder. You can't be happy when your gums are bleeding, your teeth are falling out. You can't be happy when you have type 2 diabetes. So I don't believe that at all, Alex. You can believe it if you want to believe it. I used to like jazz, the aftershaves, not the genre. I mean, who knows what made these things smell? They weren't full on Chanel number 5. They had very low smell things. I was a proper rotter as a kid, says MC Scott. The Stranglers, yes, thank you, Russ. Russ shows his face. The Stranglers. Walking on the beaches, looking at the peaches. They were great. You Cornwall. It was great. I saw them perform without you, but I saw them perform. I told you this. Now I'm repeating myself. Well, just in this case. You're singing my favorite part of any show, and I'm being deadly serious. Yeah, that's what you want to hear. You want to hear that song. Great song. What did you have? What did you have, Steve Cuff? Well, welcome Gammy. Steve Cuff is welcoming Gammy. We're up to 35 or let's see how many people are watching us. Are watching this debacle. We're up to 30, 32. 32. 32. Best show ever. This is turned all right. Maybe it isn't. I can't tell if it's good or bad. I don't know. Tell me if it's bad. I don't know. I'll stop doing it. I'm not going to stop doing it. We've got nobody new. Is there anybody new that's listening who wants to comment so I can get excited? It was very 80s in its black and white angular corrugated design. Then I went to Fahrenheit. What was this? What was very 80s? Oh, the jazz. Fahrenheit was a brand. I assume that's what you're saying. Can you sing us Innocent and the Honest Ones, Lewis? I don't know those songs. Are those 2 songs or 1 song? I don't know. There was a perfume called Charlie. That was for girls. I could smell her Charlie from across the room. Okay, there you go. Sounds dirty, Alan Williams. I don't know what that song is, Innocent and the Honest Ones. Love Honey, Steve. Is that the site that sells a V with a 50cc motor on it? I remember Charlie too. You know, what happened to those brands? Oh, it's Into Anua. I don't know. I saw that. I mean, there was one song that I listened to all the time. All I ever wanted was something like that. A Victoria Wood quote from Dinner Ladies. Ooh, you could smell my Charlie. People loved Victoria Wood. They loved Victoria Wood. Rose loved, maybe still does, love Victoria Wood. Charlie was too sweet, says Joe. Charlie red perfume. Let's see if I can find the thing for Charlie. Let's see if I can find the label there. Let's see if I can find the label there. Let's see if I can find it. Charlie perfume for women. It's a fragrance produced by Revlon. There you go, Revlon. Parent Revlon 5, 2022. Revlon is bankrupt now. That's a tragedy. That's a tragedy. Advertising was named after Charles Revson, who founded Revlon. It was originally lost to compete with Estee, a fragrance released by Estee Lauder. Yeah, do you remember her? Both Jews, nothing personal. ad campaigns for the scent featured model Shelley Hack. Do you remember her? She was so thin and beautiful. She was so beautiful, Shelley Hack. I never liked her. I like the other blonde one, Charlie Stember, and notably Naomi Sims, making Sims the first African American woman in history to be featured in a cosmetic company advertising. Well, that's good. My wife says that she used to love Charlie perfume. She has resigned herself to listening to you too. She's gone down. Yardley. We had Yardley soap. Do you remember Yardley soap? Yardley soap. That's really nice to know. Steve Cuff says, I'm sure you can still get Charlie in most nightclubs. That's a different Charlie, Steve Cuff. But thank you very much for that. There you go. She loved Victoria Wood. She was very, very funny. Yardley Gold, Yardley soap. Let's look that up. Yardley. My aunt used to like Yardley soap. Yardley, London, is a British brand of personal care products and is one of the oldest companies in the world. Established in 1770, the firm became a major producer of soap by the 20th century. Are they still around? I guess they are still around. Congratulations, England, for this. In 1910, the company was moved to Bond Street, and Yardley received its first royal warrant in 1921. Today, the company holds 2 royal warrants. That means they're bought by the king or maybe sold by the king. It's owned by an Indian multinational conglomerate. Well, that's the history. That's the history. That is the history. Did you know that? It's owned by an Indian company, Yardley soap. My aunt used to use that. It had a smell. It was very smelly. Okay, Vatanai says something interesting, which I don't know if I can read. My wife, what are you saying? Wow. I gotta. Okay. A taxi driver, usual suspects, recently ran into Victoria Wood statue here in town. God knows how. It's about 30 feet from a very slow road. What town are you living in again? I forgot what town that is. Is she from there as well? Is she from the town you're from? You told me what town you're from. And I forgot what it is. I used to like the Insignia advert in the 80s. Catchy tune. What is Insignia? I don't even know what that is. What is the Insignia thing? Well, we're going to find out from Kermit what town he's from and where they have a statue of Victoria Wood. You're so bad, Lewis. What did I do that was bad? What did I say that was bad, Joodles? I don't think I've said anything bad. Now I'm a bit surprised. Hello, boys. Why am I bad, Joodles? Let's tell me why I'm bad. We have no regular TV at the moment. She is nearby on an iPad, and I'm watching Lewis on the laptop. Is she listening to this? Oh, you're from Bury. Okay. That's what I thought. I thought she was like from the Manchester area. Lewis is a bad guy, Joodles, but he's our bad guy. Yeah, it's like what I think about Donald Trump. He's an idiot, but he's my idiot. Because you didn't remember where your tech support comes from. I don't remember. I don't even remember. I'm not a good guy. I'm a schnurrer. I don't care about other people. Yeah, I forget. He told me this before. But he's not living there now. Are you living there now? I don't know. You're not expecting me to like you. I'm Lewis Schaffer. I'm an internationally famous celebrity. You've got to be nice to me. You've got to be nice to me. I don't have to be nice to you. That's my biggest problem. I'm like nice to people I shouldn't be nice to. I should just go, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I don't feel that way, but I should at least act that way. Shouldn't I even act that way? It's dairy girls all over them, Warmellian, says Joodles. This is what Dairy Girls, that's that TV show. Yeah, she's a D word, but she's our D word. I don't think I've ever told him specifically, to be fair. Yeah, I live here, but not from here. I grew up in Salford. Okay. Romantis is here. Thank you very much, Kermit. So she did not tell me this. He didn't tell me this. But where, I don't know. I thought you were living in some other, anyway. Insignia's got everything, shampoo to shower gels. Romantis is saying this. Deodorant and aftershave for that all over smell. Yeah, if you love it. I mean, women waste a fortune on smelling good because they think they don't smell good. Let me put my nose and see if you smell good or bad. I don't think it was posted, but just saw some shooting in Dallas. Okay, let's Google that. Who can Google that right now? Let's all Google that and get all upset. Some shooting. It says some shouting. Some shooting in Dallas. In Dallas, anti-ice messages on bullets. At least one person killed in shooting in an ice facility. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a civil war in America. There's going to be a civil war. I mean, this is what's happening with the left. They're firing guns. They don't think they're going to win another election, and they may not. Let's keep our fingers crossed. You don't want them winning another election. It's said near I just said near Manchester. No, you did your Kermit. Anyway, I knew Kermit, but I need to know how far away my stalkers are at times. Is J.R. Ewing dead again? Romantis asks. Okay, well, there you go. There's an American called JJLA who was reacting to Salford today. Not watched it yet. Darklands. Okay, who is that? JJLA. Lewis Schaffer, the Howard Stern for the intelligent person. I appreciate you saying that, Vatanai. I don't think that that's the case, but I don't know. I'm not educated. I am educated because I'm willing to research a subject. Consistency is a hobgoblin of small minds, says Ralph Waldo Emerson. He was the one who came, he was a writer in America. Joodles is laughing. What are you, Joodles? Very clever. It's almost believable. So let's see what it says. It says this. At least one person has died. 2 others were injured after a suspected sniper opened fire on an administration detention center in Dallas, Texas. Authorities said the gunman died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Yeah. Self-inflicted gunshot wound. No law enforcement personnel were injured in the attack, though a Department of Homeland Security official stated that detainees appear. So the shooting people, if they're gonna say, oh, detainees were shot, so it's the right who's shooting detainees. Why would they shoot detainees? Been too busy doing tech support, laugh out loud. JGL was an extra in Better Call Saul and in U.S. commercials. I spotted him recently in BCS. What does BCS stand for? Okay. Okay. That's very interesting. The attack follows a string of attacks on immigration and customs enforcement facilities across the U.S. in recent months. That's not right of them to do that. It's not right of them to do. Is it right for them to do that? Of course it's not. Authorities, said the gunman. Oh, I'm sorry. FBI Director Kash Patel shared a photo on social media showing unused ammunition allegedly recovered from the site. One casing was reported engraved with the phrase "anti-ice." Anti-ice. What does BCS stand for, Kermit? Can you tell me? I'm looking at the I'm looking ahead. I'm looking ahead. Let's see what else is going on. Look at the buttons. Look at the size of those bullets. While the investigation is ongoing, an initial review of the evidence shows an ideological motive behind this attack. These despicable, politically motivated attacks against law enforcement are not a one-off. I mean, let's just hope. Let's just hope. What can we hope for? We can hope that these aren't false flags, and we can hope that the Democrats come to their senses. The left, the extreme left, they're not the regular left, or maybe they are the regular left. They supported the killing of Charlie. A lot of them possibly supported the killing of Charlie Kirk. You can't be sure. Opened fire indiscriminately at the building and those in the Sally port. What is a Sally port? I guess that's an English term. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking this up. Did we say what BCS stands for? Um, Acting director of the Dallas ICE, Officer Joshua Johnson, told a news conference it was the second time he had to stand in front of the media and talk about a gunman at one of his facilities. The takeaway from all of this is the rhetoric has to stop. Ted Cruz, who's one of the two Texas senators, also spoke at the news conference condemning politically motivated violence. Your political opponents are not Nazis, he said, urging people not to demonize each other over political differences. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's all get on. Let's all get on. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to keep on talking. I don't really. I mean, I'm just enjoying looking at the screen. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I'm doing something else. I'll tell you what I'm doing later. Okay. I think I just deleted one of Joe's messages by accident, so I want to apologize. Joe, put your message back up there. I deleted it by accident. I deleted one of the messages. I apologize. So this is what's happening in the world. We can't get worked up over it. We can't get worked up over it. We can. We can't pray that it's going to go away. And I think that Donald Trump is going to send the military in. That's what he's going to do. My boyfriend says he will buy me a stripper pole if I stop talking about Lewis. I'm torn. I should buy you a stripper pole anyway. Why do women like stripper poles? I guess it reminds them being back at the playground. Sorry, Joe. I did that unintentionally. I'm trying to search for somebody else to delete their thing because they're not being nice to me. I don't know, I don't care one way or the other, but just it's a bit disconcerting to some people. It's a bit disconcerting. I mean, unfortunately, my screen is not putting up everything here. Okay. Okay. Don't let a good lie be spoiled by an uncomfortable truth, Vatanai says. This is what the left believe. Put that in quotation marks. So we know it's not you saying that, but I know it's not you saying it. It's what they believe. The left lie. They think we're bringing the world to a happy place, and if we tell a little lie, what's the big deal? I'm there. I'm on YouTube myself. I'm on YouTube to delete something, but it's not coming out. Oh, here it says top chat. Sorry. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. Because I was on top chat and I was not in live chat. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Hide this. I'm hiding the usage. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. I just did what I wanted to do. I did what I wanted to do. Okay. You could strip for Lewis first, Romantis. Like on X Factor. And if he likes it, he could put you through to the next stage. Possibly. Or you can come down here. Where are you living? You come down here. You don't even need a pole. You're just stripping. Don't strip in front of me. It'll make him jealous. It'll make him jealous. Who is being so naughty to warrant a message delete? I am not saying who that is, but I put him on he's not on a delete. He's on a something. I don't even know what you'd call it. That he's hidden. I hope he's hidden. We got one guy. I mean, really, we paid attention to him before. We're not paying attention to him now. We don't have to pay attention. We can, oh, you know what? If somebody wants to comment, and I think you people are really bad for hanging out with Lewis Schaffer, that you're bad on your own, okay? Okay, I could do that too, Kermit. Yes, I should have done that. I mean, it's just easier for me to do this. I try not to do this to anybody. I try not to. I try not to. A massage message, Romanthus. How old are you, Romanthus? Are you fat? Where do you live? How much do you weigh? Yeah, you've got to, or you could message me. You could say to me, maybe, do you want to delete this guy? Because a lot of people, you don't want to delete anybody. You don't want to delete anybody. Do we want to delete them? I don't want to delete them. They're all right. They are all right, most people. So let's go back to this. This is the slowest show I have done. Maybe there's no news. Maybe that's what it is. There's no news. I mean, yesterday was sort of newsy day with the United Nations, but maybe this day isn't. This day isn't. You can always send me a WhatsApp. Yeah, that's what Kermit says. Thank you very much. I should ask my boyfriend if he'd let me massage Lewis. You could do that. I'm not big on massages. But I appreciate the thought. I appreciate the thought. You have a boyfriend already. You don't want to waste it on Lewis Schaffer. My body is for women and maybe men possibly who do not have boyfriends, but I do appreciate you even thinking about it. I do. I totally. You're 5'10", slim. You're an ex-air hostess. Well, there you go. I actually dated an air hostess for American Airlines once, and I'm quieter than you. I mean, I don't know. I was like, are you bi? I'm not bi, Romantis. I'm not bi. I don't think I'm bi. I'm not bi, but I think I believe in being nice to men. Men don't get enough love as it is, Romantis. Right? So I'm just thinking, if you're a guy and you need a little affection and and you're slender and you're fit, would it kill me? Would it kill me? No, she didn't. I don't know. I don't think she did. No, I think what happened. I don't even know if she did. I do not even know if she did. But I do know. I'm not even. I'm not going to talk. You don't talk badly about people you've ever gone out with. And I was a horrible person at that time. I thought I was a somebody. I wasn't an anybody. I was even less of a person than I am now, and I thought I was like a great guy. But but men need love and attention. You've got a boyfriend, Romantis. So I'm not saying you're lucky. Most women could have boyfriends. Who is bipolar? Who is bipolar? Lucy. Lucy's here. Lucy's. I'm not going to get excited about seeing Lucy. It doesn't get me anywhere. I'm just too nice to Lucy. I'm not saying I'm too nice to Lucy. I'm quieter than usual, so it seems slower. Yeah, maybe that's right. People are not participating, but it's not you. It's me. It's something happened at the beginning of the show, and I just lost my energy, and I'm not prepared for this. And you can have bad shows. If you came and saw me at my comedy show, you would see exactly this scenario. You go there, you go, oh my God, this show is horrible. Usually it's the second show you see because you wouldn't come back after seeing one bad show. But you'd see the first show would be amazing. Then you tell all your friends, you got to see this guy, Lewis Schaffer. He's wild. He's absolutely wild. He's totally unprepared. We don't know what's going to happen. And then you'd come and it would be like, that was horrible. That was horrible. I mean, that's a thing that's happened to me. That's happened to me. What do you mean, Lucy, by saying bipolar? What does it mean? What does it mean? I'd like to know what it means. I'd like to know what it means. But that's what I'm like as a comedian. Very erratic. If I get bored, I get bored. If I'm not bored, it can be amazing. Some of the people have said watching me have been some amazing shows, and other people have said, you're not that amazing, Lewis. You're not that amazing. I know you think you're amazing, but you're not that amazing. You're not that amazing. Lucy, say hello to Steve Cuff. Say hello. It's the new term for me. I know that, but what is that about? Who are you talking about, bipolar, Lucy? Lucy, Kermit, who is Lucy talking about? I know what bipolar means. What does it mean? Howling, good work. What does it mean? I know what bipolar means. My mother was bipolar. I'm quite familiar with this. Okay? I'm really familiar. But who is she talking to? Alan Williams says, maybe message Lewis, but massage the message into the message that Lewis can read without needing a massage. Very good, Alan. Lucy, she's just being difficult. She's poking me. She's poking me because all she's got to do is say, oh, I meant to talk to this, and it would have been nice and smooth. But she's not doing that. She's just trying to get into my brain. You are amazing, Lewis, says MC Scott. That's why you're doing as you are. And pray it continues. Thank you very much, MC Scott. I go through tremendous periods of doubt. Real doubt is what I do. Real doubt. But Liz, high as a kite, but is high, etc. Who are you talking about? But you are high as a kite. Okay. And Steve Cuff is laughing at MC medical cannabis guy. So that's brilliant. That is brilliant. I was watching videos yesterday about the which DRU GS. She's poking me. Yes, she is. You don't sense that she's poking me. She says something that I don't understand. And then I say to her, can you please explain it? And she doesn't. And then she laughs at me. That's poking. And of course, Lucy, and I've been so nice to Lucy. I'm too nice to Lucy. I've been too nice to Lucy. Have I not been? I say all sorts of nice things to Lucy. I've even apologized. Have I apologized? I'm not sure that I have. I'm not sure if I've apologized. But it would be nice. Where would the poll be? Would it be? Where would you bring the poll over here? Do they have that? We all understand it, Lewis, and it has been explained, but you missed the messages. Of course I missed the messages. It's one of the worst shows I've ever done, this show. But when the show is over, I'm going to say it's one of the best shows, but it's not one of my best shows. And then Lucy just shows her face towards the end of the whole thing. I can't remember what the poke was. She said bipolar about something. What was it bipolar about? Steve Cuff. That's what she said it was about. I don't know what it's about. This is the best show ever. You've made it the best show, Steve Cuff, by saying that. MC Scott made it the best show ever. You know, I mean, who knows what makes a good show a good show? Who knows if this is even a show? Do you know that it's a show? I don't even know that it's a show. Ergo, it's all legit. Romantis asked if you were bi. Did she ask that? I didn't see that. So why couldn't Lucy go bi? I did see it. Like as in bi-essual. Yes, Lucy said bipolar. Yes, okay. I should have. Yes, I didn't. I'm also a bit dull. I'm a bit flat. I don't have. Yes, bipolar is two girls dancing. That's okay. So it's double or triple funny. Bipolar, because she's been on a pole dancing. Yeah. I mean, yes. Okay. So Lucy only had to write 7 letters to make it so. Yes, I understand now. I didn't understand. But you know what? I mean, part of comedy is knowing who your audience is, and I don't understand. I'm feeling all flat. I'm feeling flat. I'm basically flat. I apologize for being as flat as I am. I apologize to Lucy. Bipolar with batteries. Are batteries bipolar? Well, they do have 2 poles. They have a plus and a minus. Are those considered a pole? MC Scott. Do you need some? No. No. Can we not talk? Oh, just got 2 bottles of Diet Cola in the car. Okay. Pour me o'clock. Pour me. Yeah, it's okay. It's a white beer. It's a white bear who isn't fussy. I don't understand what that means either. It is a white bear who isn't fussy. I don't understand that, Lucy. She's not going to explain it to me because she just wants to feel superior to Lewis Schaffer because she's a woman. She's a woman. Is that true, Lucy? That might not be true. Well, I've been with men and women, but I'm in a marriage of sorts now with a woman. Yeah. Well, you got to be nice to women. They get very upset. It's a bear that is found in the North and South Pole, says Kermit. I still don't understand it. Is there such a thing? There's no bear. There's no bears found in the South Poles. Judels is talking about her cat, Malcolm, which I don't find attractive. I don't think it's attractive when girls have cats. Great advice, Lewis. She's my rock. Who is your rock? I'm missing this. The audience is an enigma, Lewis. How could you ever get to know it? That's true. I can't see your faces to know whether you're kidding or not. Right. I can't. Warmelian. But thank you very much. Steve Cuff says, Vantanai, bugger. I knew it was something to do with physics. I was thinking electromagnetic-ish. Magnetic-ish. Electromagnetic. I don't understand. White. Like a white. There are no Arctic, whatever it is, polar bears. There are no polar bears in the South Pole. They're just in the North Pole. How deep is the ice in the North Pole? Who could take a guess on that? If you would just listen to Lucy, she says she sells seashells by the seashore. I'm listening to you. A woman's mission is to defeat and dominate all the men in her life. But a woman will only ever respect and love the man she cannot defeat and cannot dominate. And you want to know something? And that the man who she can't dominate goes, you know what? Who needs it? Who needs to be dominated? I don't like to be dominated. I want to be like somebody to just be a nice person to me. I'm not going to say what that is. But Warmelian, you're right. You're right about that. Don't dominate men. We got men who are trying to dominate us. We don't need twice as many people if you consider women as people. We don't. That's a joke. This is being said for comedic purposes, even though it may not be comedic. We don't know what it is. We don't know what it is at the South Pole. It doesn't exist, and you can't go beyond the ice wall. Team World won't allow it. Oh, you're talking about a flat Earth. Yeah, Vantanai. Who knows? You know what? I almost believe in a flat Earth only because the people who believe in a round Earth are just those horrible, horrible people. Horrible, horrible people. She and diamonds all in the sky. Lucy in the sky. Yeah. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. And the shells that she sells are seashells, for sure. Trigger warning. It's for comedic purposes. Yeah, I should start the show by saying that. I should start the show. I should put that in the, whatchamacallit, in the live stream feed. Whatever. Music is correct. It's very hard to get permission to go to the South. It's very hard, very hard. Yeah. Well, there's no food there, and it's pure, and there's, you know. So it's quite, yeah, who knows what they're doing there. They've divided it up. 100% says Scott, medical cannabis guy. Stig is here. Hey, Stig. We have not seen Stig in a while. Have we seen you in a while? Women are horrible. He agrees with me. They are horrible. Lucy is horrible to me. To other men, unbelievably wonderful. I could see her being unbelievably wonderful. To me, she is absolutely horrible. There's no love coming from Lucy to Lewis Schaffer. Why is there no love? Why can't there be a little bit of love? She knows how lonely I am. But Stig is right. Stig is absolutely right. All right. Let's say goodbye to everybody. Have you all had enough of Lewis Schaffer? Have I had enough of you? Today was the best show ever. Best show ever. It didn't feel like it, but it was. It was the best show. What made it the best show is Stig comes in and says, women are horrible. That's what made it the best show. We've had great participation. Warmelian, Kermit, Cuff, Joe, Joodles, Vatanai. Great participation. Great participation. So I want to thank you for the participation. Let's see what's going on. Just you're all there. Blackadder, brilliant. Joe, brilliant. Romantis, brilliant with your pole there. Very attractive. Very, very attractive. Alan Williams, great participation, great sense of humor. I was not funny tonight. I'm not even going to say that. I was brilliant. I was brilliant. But you guys were great. We had a lot of people. You stayed for a while. We talked for 2 hours. I might even re-listen to this. It was so brilliant. Alan Williams was here. Gammy Russ was here. God bless you, Gammy. I had to disconnect. Jenna Trool. I had to disconnect her. I didn't have to, but I did anyway. Alex was here with a big X at the end. Brilliant. Brilliant. Kermit, I'm going to mention him again as much as I need to. He was great. He was great. You know, Darklands was here. These are people who have participated in our show. Lud, am I forgetting anybody? If I haven't mentioned you, please mention. Please mention. Say, well, Lewis, what about mentioning me? We never have enough of hanging out together. And that's not a euphemism, says Joe. Okay, that's brilliant. So Darkland says, great show. Books, what about books? Well done, hi-ho, says Steve. Yeah, well done. We had a stream that I think people liked. The sound was all right. Was it all right? If it's not all right, let me know. Everybody, let's go to Discord. Can we go to Discord? Let's go to Discord right after this thing is over. Can we do that? Can we do that? We'll go to the Discord thing. Let's go. Where is the Discord thing? There's the disc. Where is the Discord thing? I like today's show. You know what? Maybe I haven't eaten enough. I didn't really eat a lot today. And normally I have like all of my food practically by a certain time. Who else have I not mentioned? Oh, there you go. There's the Discord. Thank you very much, Hi. Okay. Adam Hudson. Thanks again, Lewis, for doing this show. Thank you, Adam Hudson, for doing that. Thank you, Adam Hudson, for listening and your participation and explaining stuff to me. You're lovely, Lewis. Only if you hadn't deleted me. Oh yeah, maybe. Well, show wasn't rocking at that point either. But thank you very much. Blackadder, Darklands. These are people who I've mentioned. I've mentioned all these people: Kermit and Joodles and William. Yeah. So thank you very much for mentioning these people. Thank you very much. So I'm going to unfriend you. We've had 2 hours of this show. You guys are amazing. Anything you want to tell me? I had a properly stressful day, and you've been the best tonic. Joodles, thank you very much. You are a fantastic girl. It didn't break my heart that you were flirting with Lud or Alan. It didn't break my heart. Or Kermit. It did not break my heart that you were flirting with us. Maybe a little bit. Blackadder, thank you for the show. Thank you for saying thank you. Thank you for saying thank you. Thank you for coming in. Tomorrow's camp is going to be better than this, and this was the best show ever. Mormelian, really great. I'm going to end the stream right now. Anybody else want to say goodbye for like a minute? Let's just say goodbye for a minute to each other. 1 minute. 1 minute. Before you go, can we all go to the like thing? Let's go to the like thing. Let's go to coffee and send me a drink. Say I'm having a drink with Lewis Schaffer. I would appreciate that. That would be so good. That would be really great. Let's just see what we have here. How many likes we've got? Only 24. Let's like the show. You know what you can do? You can comment when the show goes on the stream, not on the stream, on YouTube. Like the thing. Like it and comment on the bottom of it. I think it means more than this, because sometimes it doesn't even say that anybody's commented. Like it and comment. Okay, I'm happy with you. I'm happy. Okay.